a great college game. We knew going into the game VCU was really good, turning teams over 22 times a game, blowing teams out. I give our guys credit. I thought we played really, really hard. We just didn't play good enough against a very good team. But I thought our energy level was there. The effort was there. We made some mistakes. We didn't defend, especially in the second half, the way we needed to defend. But I thought our guys, against VCU, you can't take a step back. You can't blink. You gotta attack. And I thought our guys did that for the most part. There's no more victories in this sport. But at the same time, I thought our guys played hard, and that's the beginning, and something I think hopefully we can build on. Give ourselves a chance to win. We just didn't make enough plays against a talented team like VCU.
Mark, it seemed you guys were playing great defense. You almost surprised to see that they shot.
Yeah, it's like we were playing hard, and I think they got some putbacks.
Right.
It didn't look like they shot 59% in the second half, but they did. And that's the fact. But I thought we played really hard, and then like I said, they were a good team. And they're hard to guard. At the same time, I thought, we tried to do. Our guys tried to do, what we asked them to do. And the first thing was you got to play harder than VCU if you're going to have a chance to be successful. And I thought we played as hard as they did. We just didn't execute as well as you needed to do to be the team as talented as they are.
Are you encouraged that after the last 4 games that you got that kind of quality effort against
it's
that kind
home.
of opponent?
It's home. And you play different at home than you play on the road. But at the same time, we had a great crowd, and that helped us too. But we played hard, and like I said, there's no more victories. But coming off of 4 losses, and we knew what we were up against. Our guys came out and they showed some heart, and that's what I liked.
You kind of mentioned it, but do you feel like this could be, encourage you guys to maybe start playing a little bit better and moving past what happened these last 4 games, getting a little bit better as you go along here?
Yeah, I'll say it again. It's really hard to win on the road. And teams we lost to, for all at Iona, it was good, but there's teams that we lost to, Colorado State and NC State. I think NC State beat the #1 team in the country today. So there's no embarrassment of losing those games. In the George Washington game, we didn't play well in the first 10 minutes and got us behind. But hopefully it's something to build on. I think our guys understand in this league, if you don't play hard, if you don't compete, you're not going to have a chance to win. And we competed tonight, and we just didn't make enough baskets to win.
Everybody, talks about the havoc defense, the pressure. You guys seem to handle it pretty well, really. For
we had 16 turnovers. But you look at points off turnovers. Excuse me, they beat us by 10. But I thought we handled it for the most part. We made early on it. I said to somebody before we played before today, excuse me, that we needed to figure out their speed. And when I was at Xavier, we pressed all over the place, and we always emphasize that you're never going to be able to simulate how hard, how fast, how quick we are. And the only way you're going to be able to simulate is at the beginning of the game. And I thought early on they got us a little bit, but I think we got accustomed to their speed and what they were trying to do. And I thought for the most part we did a decent job of breaking it.
That's not the best team you'd want to run into when you're struggling like that, but in a way, you're saying that to play this hard and hang with them is something to build on, right?
Yeah, every team in this league is really good. Xavier's going to come in, and traditionally they're one of the top 3 teams in the league. So everybody we play, no matter who it is, they're going to be a very good team. This is why the league is one of the top 6 or 7 in the country. So we gotta play hard if we're going to give ourselves a chance to win it at the end.
You kind of wear you down at the end. They bring guys in the waves and press you.
I don't know. They got us by 13, and then we fought our way back. So I don't think we were 1 down. They just made some plays. They're talented. They're a very good team.
Matthew, can you talk about just the overall effort today, the way you guys were able to, hang with them the entire way, coming off you know, some adversity that you guys had faced, and then to go toe to toe with them, take them down to the end, and just kind of talk about that.
Going into the game, we knew we had to give the best effort of the season. We just lost 4 in a row, and this is the kind of team that they'll jump on you early, and they make you quit. With the style of defense. So you really have to match their intensity, and in our case, we have to exceed their intensity. And I felt like today we did for a good part of the game. They're a really talented team. Towards the end, we had a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots, and we played hard enough, but we didn't play well enough to win.
Do you feel like okay, we just went down to the wire with the number 24 team in the country? This can be something to kind of get you guys back on track a little bit, maybe build up some confidence going forward.
Yeah, I mean, now the last 4 games we played with no heart, it seems like, and today, even though we lost, we feel like we finally found our heart. We got it back, and we have to know that this is the bare minimum we have to play. You just have to play hard no matter what.
It seemed like just a better overall game offensively. From a standpoint of just knocking down some shots. It just a couple here, a shot here, a shot there. It seemed like you guys could have been, maybe even made it, a little bit.
Yeah.
There were some shots inside that just didn't go
we missed
down.
some shots, and give them credit that they're a good defensive team. They make you rush things, at times. But we had a chance. We lost by 7. We had a chance, and it's 3 possession game. And we had some opportunities that we missed, but VCU can probably look at themselves and say the same thing. But like Matthew said, we played hard, and that's the beginning, and now we're gonna just continue to do that. And hopefully, we can play better.
Pretty strong statement there by Matthew that you lost your heart for a 4.
I don't know if we lost.
Well, considering the heart that this team showed, and most of these guys are involved last March, did you think, or at any point tell them, like, you're not, where is that?
Yeah, I think at times, in those games at Colorado State and at NC State, they get up on us, and sometimes, we probably didn't play as hard as we should have. We always talk about, you play every possession like it's your last, and that's probably what Matthew's talking about. You just got to continue to play hard. You can't get disappointed when teams make runs at you. You got to buckle down, and at times it's we might have given in a little bit. But I can tell you one thing we didn't give in today.
Demetrius, can you just kind of lend a thought to how well you look at 16 turnovers? You just look at that number, you say, oh, maybe that's not that great, but for the most part, you guys were able to handle the pressure, handle the press, get some buckets off it. Just kind of talk about how you guys were able to do that.
It was just that they was gonna be aggressive, so you just try to be more aggressive than them, attack them before they attack you. And that's the way we looked at it.
Right.
Stats said it. Stats showed it.
Right. And I know you're probably not concerned about this or even thinking about this right now, but the fact that you became one of 3 players in the history of the program with 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, 200 assists, you just kind of, that's something you got to be probably pretty proud of.